Well, good morning, my beautiful friends. We are back for the hashtag Get Unstuck podcast, episode 171. And although I have some notes today, this is going to be a very just casual setting. Like we're sitting down, chilling at the studio together, and I just want to be real and authentic. I mean, I'm always real and authentic, but I'm not reading, completely from script. Before we dive in today, I wanted to mention that I do have something exciting to share with you, the Skinny-ish cookbook. I know life's super busy and cooking may not be your jam. It's not mine either. But guess what? Crushing your health and fitness goals just got a whole lot easier, faster. If you like maybe like 5 ingredients, 5 to 10 minutes or less to make something or prepare something delicious that's healthy for you, then my Skinny-ish cookbook is for you. And wait for it, we are going into the month of December this Friday, depending on when you're listening to this episode, of course. But we have for the holiday season, I've got a very special edition that's actually being released on December 1st. It's the Holiday Skinny-ish Cookbook. And although it's called the Holiday Skinny-ish Cookbook, it's probably my favorite. Like, it's got my favorite things in there that you could make year-round. So don't compromise your taste for your goals this holiday season. I'm here to help you. These recipes are designed for women who want to enjoy the holidays without stressing out about what's safe to eat and feeling, just like that guilt or whatever it is, whatever your relationship is with food. We're all a little different, but think of it as your secret weapon to crush your goals while indulging in the delicious flavors this season. Everything in that book, most everything, is approved by my picky family. So if you're a kitchen pro, or even if you're just starting out, these cookbooks are going to be your ticket to a healthier and happier season. Great way to kick off the new year. You can actually grab your digital copies now and we can go on this delicious journey together. You can go to glitteru.com and you can find both of them there. Now let's go ahead and dive into our latest episode number 171, Your Best Investment.
You're listening to the Get Unstuck podcast with business mentor, health and fitness influencer, and trainer Heather Newman. Each week, Heather provides you with tips and tools to glitter your soul and add sparkle to your life. Let's get unstuck. You are not a tree, so let's learn to move, change, and find true happiness by creating a vision and living your dreams. For blog posts, business tips, fitness training, at-home workouts, and more, subscribe to glitteru.com. Now, let's get happy. Here's your host, Heather Newman.
All right, my beautiful friends, welcome to another episode of the hashtag Get Unstuck podcast that's all about finding your light, embracing change, and just living a life that you are head over heels in love with. I am your host, Heather Newman, and today's episode is an absolute precious little gem. We're diving into something that is so crucial, so impactful, that it has the power to transform every single area of your life. So today's episode, number 171, we're going to talk about your best investment and how it's actually you, especially in this second half of life. So we are diving into why you are actually the secret sauce or the magic potion. I've been watching a lot of Harry Potter lately. We've watched them before, but we're back on episode or number 4. Yeah, we watched number 4 last night. Number 3's been the creepiest so far, but they're all a little bit creepy. But anyway, that's where the magic potion is on my brain. This is going to be the holy grail of investments for your life, especially in the second half of life. So grab your favorite cozy blanket, settle in, or go for a walk, grab your earbuds, tighten that ponytail, and let's get into the details of why you, my beautiful friend, yes, I'm talking to you, are the ultimate investment. So I want to start with a maybe bold statement. Some people will consider it bold. I don't, but I've been doing personal growth for so long now. I just think differently. But for some of you, you might think it's pretty bold to say you are your very best investment in the second half of life. Yes, you. If you're wondering where to put your time, energy, and resources for the highest return on your investment, let me tell you today, it is you. You will always be the person with the most potential for an extraordinary return on your investment. Okay, so think about it. When you invest in yourself, when you prioritize your well-being, your growth, and maybe just your passions that maybe have simmered down or died down while you were raising kids, but if you reignite those, it's like the ripple effect is just beyond freaking measure. So it's not just about selfishly or feeling selfish about putting yourself first. I know that's how I felt initially. And then once I practiced this and I understood that I am the teapot. I cannot pour into my little teacups, if my teapot is empty. So it's almost like when you're on the airplane and they're like, give yourself the oxygen first and then take care of your loved one. It's like you are no good to them if you don't invest in yourself first. And that includes our health. It's just a ripple effect. So it's not about feeling selfish or selfishly putting yourself first. It's about creating a life that you can become absolutely obsessed with. We're all looking for happiness, right? And that radiance will spill over into every relationship and everything that you touch. So let me share a little bit of my own journey. I found that through the years, especially, you guys know that the pivotal year for me, the pivotal season, life change, it was 2017. And I will say that my oldest was a senior in high school. My youngest was a sophomore in high school. And that's when I started to realize, these guys aren't going to need me much longer, right? They're both driving now. They've got their independence. We've given them all the tools to be successful, make the right choices in life. And although I will always forever baby my boys because that's the mom that I am. Nobody's going to tell me how to parent differently. I'm the annoying mom and I'm okay with that. You can call me whatever you want. They've never said I'm annoying to their face. To my face. But I know that I am that mom and I'm okay with that. I don't care what other people think about the way that I parent because my boys, they are, my family and my husband, of course, but they are my life. They are why I do everything that I do. So I can provide them with the best freaking life, education, skills, knowledge, so that they can be so successful and not have to deal with maybe some of the things like scarcity mindset or people pleasing or some of the things that I learned along my way. But as you guys know, in 2017 is when I started realizing that the more that I invested in myself, mindset, and in my personal development, which honestly, I don't even know if I knew what personal development really was. I was aware of it, but I didn't know it had its own division of books because I don't know if you know this or not, but I did not like to read books. And once I found personal development, I couldn't put a freaking book down. I am always either listening to a book on Audible, listening to uplifting podcasts, just like the #GetUnstuck podcast. That's what sparked me, inspired me to even come here and talk to you like this, because I just wanted to share something that changed my life dramatically, and it was so easy to do. I could put my earbuds in while I was doing laundry or doing the dishes, or my husband does watch a lot of television, and a lot of times the guys are watching sports, and I like sports, but I'm not a huge sports fan. I can do with or without it. And I used to waste time watching just, I don't know, I call it mindless TV. Even my husband would say, I think you're killing brain cells by watching this. But the Real Housewives, I was very obsessed with, who what was her name? Kim Zolciak and Croy Bierman when they first got together. I thought that was kind of cool. But here I am watching these people on television, and then I reflect back and I'm like, all I was doing was watching someone else achieve their goals. I was not even investing in myself for me to reach whatever goals I set forth for myself, and especially in the second half of life. And I was just wasting time and brain cells, I guess. And if that's your jam, that's totally fine, but you're probably not listening to this podcast. But I found that the more that I invested in myself, in my health, in my mindset, personal development, the more everything else in my life started to just kind of become easier. It became more positive. Like the vibe was more like things were just kind of falling into place. It felt more in tune and aligned. And of course, you guys know that I really started diving into my faith a lot more and just kind of asking God to guide me. And I mean, that can sound kind of wonky to some people, but for me, it really was about like serving Him at that point. It was like, wait, you know, I'm not going to get into faith, but I know that every single one of us were created uniquely, beautifully, and exactly the way you're supposed to be, with a purpose given just for you. And a lot of women struggle with, what is my purpose? And we find purpose, a lot of women, not all, we find purpose maybe in raising our kids. But what happens when the kids are raised? Like, yeah, there's still a huge part of our life, hopefully. But what happened to you? You know what I mean? Like, we kind of sometimes put ourself, our health, our wellness, our wants, our desires, our passions, our purpose, other than becoming a mom, we kind of shelf everything else. And then all those years go by so fast, and we're caught up in, you know, my kids played baseball, and I loved every minute of baseball. I was in the moment at every game, took photos. I was their biggest cheerleader. I'm always their biggest cheerleader. But along that way, like, I would definitely put my boys' baseball game before me going to do a workout. You know what I mean? Like, now I manage my time better. Of course, you have more time as your kids get older, so it can be challenging when they're younger, but you have to carve out time for yourself, even if it's just 30 minutes. But the more that I became aware, like, awareness is your first step into making changes in your life. And the more that I started to become aware of it, and I started prioritizing things, scheduling things. If you guys don't own a planner, or if you don't journal, I just can't tell you how important this is. I've created all kind of notebooks and journals. They're all on Amazon, or you can find them at glitteru.com. But you don't have to use what I created. I created what I created to share with women who might be stuck, who might not have direction to go, who don't even know where to start. That's why I created everything that I have created over the last 8-9 years. So I still use those things. I have journals, you guys, and I use a traveler's notebook. I have those all over my house. And sometimes, like, if we go to a baseball game, you know, back in the day, we would maybe do scrapbooking, or like a lot of people went digital and they'll do like Pinterest stuff. I will keep maybe like the ticket stub from when my family went to a baseball game, or something that is a memento, a souvenir. And I will tape it inside of my traveler notebook, and it's like a storybook, right? So I just love those. I think they're amazing. And that's kind of like the old school scrapbooking, but we had this big, huge book, whereas my traveler notebook is smaller. And I've even put some of those things like receipts, or from a restaurant, or just little things that remind me of a moment in time that I spent with the people that I love the most. I'll tape that into my book or my journal, and my daily unleash habits. I'll put it in there even, and be like, hey, I worked out today. I taught a bar class today. We went to dinner with the family. Here's the receipt. We ate at blah, blah, blah. This is what I ordered. And like, it's just a moment in time captured, maybe without having all the, you know, social media involved. Like, it's very old school, putting pen to paper, but there's something to say about it. There's something very therapeutic about it. And I don't know, I just love that. I love books. I love to feel it, touch it, write it. I love writing script. I love writing script. I think it's a shame that they don't really teach script in school anymore. Do they? I don't even know. My kids are out of school, but my kids, when I ask them to sign something, most of the time they write in print. And I'm like, that is not a signature. That is print, like generational, what's it called? We have different ways of defining things in different generations, right? And I'm really seeing that at my age. So I don't know. Let me know if you are too. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know that it's like magic. Like, doors start swinging open. Opportunities started to arise for me when I started getting these things into place, or again, recognizing, being aware and making changes. So, and my relationships, they actually, got deeper, I guess you would say. Like, the conversation was better, and just by me investing in myself, it wasn't just about a personal gain. It became a gift to everyone around me, and I started setting some boundaries. Those boundaries are not to offend anyone. Those boundaries are to protect my happiness, to protect the one life that I get, and I choose to be surrounded by good energy, good conversation, people with a growth mindset, people who want more out of life and are going to continue challenging themselves. That's how we keep from spiraling into maybe a dark place, right? You've always got to have some type of goal that you are striving for, something that you are wanting to do, wanting to achieve. If you don't have that North Star, and it could be super simple, you guys, it could be making over your closet, or getting a new dresser, or a new pair of boots, or if you're like me, a new Louis Vuitton or Chanel handbag that you've had your eye on for 5 years. Like, it could be anything. I know those are kind of materialistic things, but if that's what makes you happy, brings you joy, sometimes, we do need to spend a little money on ourselves, but it's an investment. If you look at it as an investment and not just a frivolous, off the cuff, oh, I want that, let me get it kind of thing, but kind of like, hey, if I, reach this health and fitness goal, or if I follow the Skinny-ish cookbook recipes and make a meal plan for the whole month of whatever, then I'm going to reward myself with blank, fill that in. But you can experience this too, is what I just want to share with you. So today I'm going to sum this up with 5 incredible ways to start investing in yourself right now, like today. Okay. All right, here we go. Number 1 is, of course, health and fitness. Let's kick it off with health and fitness. Your body is your home for life. So treat it with the love and the care that it deserves, whether it's going on your Tone Babe daily walks, doing some stretching sessions, or even dancing in your freaking living room. Yes, I do that. But find what makes your body feel alive. And hey, if you're looking for a guided journey, check out toneandtin.com for our monthly challenges. It's not just about the workouts, you guys. It's a holistic approach to your health. Okay, number 2 is, nutrition. Let's talk about nutrition. Fueling your body with the right nutrients is like giving your car the best quality fuel. You would not, first of all, put premium gas into a hoopty clunker, right? If you had a Lamborghini, you probably wouldn't put the cheapest gas in it. You'd probably put the premium gas in there because you want to take care of it. So be sure that you're open to exploring new recipes. Again, in my holiday Skinny-ish cookbook at glitteru.com, you can grab that today, and it's full of things that you can use year round. It's 120 pages, I think, you guys. So just be willing to try different cuisines and nourish your body from the inside out. It's an investment that pays off in energy, vitality, and definitely you'll start glowing different. You'll be like this radiant glow. And I'm not just talking about freaking veggies. I'm not just talking about zucchini, and I don't even like vegetables, you guys. So I definitely have some little tips and hacks, and I'm sharing all the things that I do. Like, that's what I can give you, is what I do, what my family eats, and hopefully you enjoy that. Number 3, we're going to talk about organization. So let's dive into organizing your life. If you have a cluttered space, be it at home, be it in your car, be it in your closet, be it in your house, be it in your garage, be it at your workspace, work desk, work office. If you have a cluttered space, that can lead to a cluttered mind. Take the time to declutter, organize, and create a space that actually brings you peace, joy, and when you get in it, you're like, gosh, I love this. Like, the energy here, it feels good. I love everything around me. So the best way I can help you with like a quick way to declutter things is paper first. Obviously, if you know that you have it in your email and you have a printout copy too, why? Trash it, shred it. And then the other thing is, when it's things like clothes or something in your car, do I need it? Do I love it? Do I want to keep it? Do I want to donate it to somebody else? Or is it trash? Do I love it? That's a question I ask myself a lot. Like, do I love it? Or do I just like it? And it's like random and I can get it again if I need to. It's taking up space. It's causing clutter. It's causing a chaotic brain. So just kind of ask yourself those questions. And again, it's awareness. A lot of us get so used to living in clutter, we don't even see it anymore. It's almost like you have so many piles of stuff that you've just kind of zoned out and you act like they're not there. But they're there. They're there. Be aware. Do an assessment. Sit down in the room. Look around the room. Would you want somebody to come and take photos of that area for a magazine? I'm not saying your house has to look like a magazine, but I'm just saying that'll help you figure out like what should not be there. Like, if somebody came and took a picture of your closet, would it be one that would be like inspirational? Like, wow, look at this closet. It's, color coded. All the hangers are the same. There's nothing on the floor. The shoes are organized. Would it be an inspiration closet, or would it be the closet that someone's like, oh my God, this closet needs a makeover? Just think about that. I'm not pointing fingers. I've been on both sides of that coin. All right, number 4, we're going to dive into personal development. Invest in your mind through personal development. If you're here, you're doing that today. So hats off to you. Love you so much. Thanks for being here. Read books, listen to podcasts, attend workshops even, or a group fitness class. Hello. Whatever resonates with you. But the more you feed your mind with positive energy and growth-minded curriculums or growth-minded people even, the more equipped you will be to handle life when you're thrown a curveball. Because hello, every day we're going to be thrown some kind of curveball, right? It's very rare that you can go through the whole day and nothing went off plan, right? And number 5, this one I kind of touched on earlier. It's about passion projects. Pursue your passions. And if you don't know what your passion is anymore because you're kind of questioning that, like, being at this age of life, I'm not going to get too deep into this. That's a whole nother podcast. But like the aging parents, the grown-up kids, this is a challenging stage of life. End of story, period, exclamation point. Absolutely, yes. And there's a ton of women like us that are going through it. We're all going through it on our own, and nobody's really talking about it because you don't want to be like Debbie Downer. You don't want to be the one that's like, hey, dude, I'm feeling like I got a lot of people around me, but I'm kind of alone. Like, I feel like I've got the weight of the world on my shoulders. I want everybody to feel good. I want everybody to be happy. I want things to be perfect. Or what, if you're feeling any of that, any of what I just said, I need you to stop for a second. What sets your soul on fire? If you could just kind of push all that aside, like just push it aside for a minute. In order for you to find your passion in this second half of life especially, I need you to sit with yourself in quiet, in peace, right? Like quietness, or even just like some cafe jazz music in the background, piano music, whatever that is that you like. I love that. But what sets your soul on fire? What makes you lose track of time. What could you be doing that you would just be like, oh my God, hours have passed? And please don't tell me it's social media scrolling, because that is not good for your mental health. But whether it's like painting, coloring in a coloring book, writing, scripting in your journal, starting some kind of side hustle, crafting, DIY projects, investing time in what you love adds layers to your life that go beyond just the daily grind, and you have to make time for that for yourself. Okay? All right, you guys, I think I covered everything I wanted to talk about today. This was totally just kind of, again, off the cuff, like I'm sitting down just chatting with you. If I were to do a live video, which I don't really do those anymore, I don't really like getting on camera, I guess because with the, not that you asked why, but I guess because of the shutdown, I was on camera so much, and I was filming videos to work out and keep on track and try to keep everybody, motivated and just keep that mindset in a good space, because mental health, there's a lot of people struggling with mental health right now. And a lot of them may be sitting right next to you right now with a big smile on their face, and you would never know. You would never suspect it. So I want you to just realize it's easy to slip down a slippery slope of, gosh, what's going on in the world? Things are so different now. And maybe if you have investments in the stock market and you look at that on the daily and you're like, what is happening there? I put all my money there. I don't know. Whatever your thing is, we all have sadness. That's part of living. Unfortunately, we have to have the sad to have the happy, and we have to have the bad to have the good. And that is life. That is our physical life, whatever portion of life that is it in this world today, while we're in this vessel, this body that we're going to take care of, because we are blessed enough to have one. So I just want you to take a moment to reflect. I want you to imagine a life where you are the most powerful and you feel happy. And I want you to understand how important it is for you to invest in yourself. So just picture the ripple effect with your relationships, your career, your family. I already said relationships. You get the idea. Your health and wellness, just your overall happiness. So I want you to know you have the power to create that reality. And when I used to listen to that, I'd be like, yeah, right. Okay, sure. That's not the mindset we're looking for. I need you to be open. I need you to sit quietly with your pen to your paper and just write down. Get messy with it. Just write down whatever pops in your head. It could be crazy. It could make absolutely no sense to you at all today. But just get it out of your head. Stop the spinning. If something's bothering you right now, get it out of your head. Write it, script it, put it in your journal. All right. I sound like I'm on a soapbox. I don't mean to sound that way. I'm so passionate about this because it is my everything. Besides going on a daily walk, you guys know, Tone Babe Walking, I offer a 25-day free walking challenge. You can do it over and over and over and over again so that it becomes a part of your daily life. And we don't track steps. That's great that you track your steps with your little Fitbit. That's awesome if you did 10K steps. I'm so proud of you. But sometimes you get steps when you're driving your car and when you're sleeping in your bed because you're moving your arm and your little watch thinks that you're walking and you're not really walking. So we're meant to move throughout the day. Duh, got to wash dishes, got to do the laundry, got to go to work, got to, go run errands, got to cook dinner. I mean, whatever it is, we're always moving. So those are actually counting toward your steps. You might be in your kitchen. I mean, for me as a fitness coach, that's not really a workout. That is just living your life and moving around. But in Tone Babe Walking, we try to shoot for 30 minutes a day. of intentional walking. And it's not just about the movement. It's about what it does for your brain. It gives you that time to be quiet with yourself, just like I'm talking about right now, so that you can actually invest in yourself, create a life that you are completely obsessed with, and becoming the best investment in the second half of life. So until next time, you guys, shine your light, unleash your inner sparkle. That's always been my little mantra. So embracing change and living that life that you absolutely adore is what I wish for every single one of you. I'm sending you all the love and good vibes, and I love you so much, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.
Hey friend, thank you so much for listening to Heather's Get Unstuck podcast. Her goal is to help as many women as possible, and if this episode helped you in any way, you can directly impact Heather's efforts by simply sharing a screenshot of this to your social media or team. Also, if you're looking for additional support, feel free to find Heather on Instagram at GlitterU, her website at www.glitteru.com, and or join the free Get Unstuck community Facebook group. It's been a tough few years. Have you felt a little lost, fell off track, or maybe your life feels like it's been flipped upside down? Are you ready to get back on track with a simple jumpstart, the healthy way? The 7-Day Sugar Detox, Sugar is the Devil book is now available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. It is a straightforward shortcut that tells you exactly what to eat and how to do this. The 7-Day Sugar Detox, Sugar is the Devil workbook and guide by Heather Newman will help you navigate a new healthy relationship with food. It will teach you which foods work for you and those that don't. This 7-Day Sugar Detox guide is meant to be a staple. It's not a one-time use only book. It's one that you'll want to keep coming back to over and over again for guidance. Permanent solution that you've been looking for. This guide is used as a resource to get you back on track when you fall off, and we all do. It's a journey, not a destination. So happy to hear how many of you are enjoying this book, getting massive weight loss results, and use it as a tool after those binge weekends when you've really whooped it up. It's the perfect, easy-to-follow guide, including a grocery list and meal planning recipe options for breakfast, lunch, snacks, and dinner. If it's not on the list, it's not for us. Be sure to grab yours today, and grab one for a friend. The 7-Day Sugar Detox, Sugar is the Devil by Heather Newman is available in a paperback and a hardback version. Visit the website www.sugardetox7.com or simply find it on Amazon and Barnes & Noble websites. Sugar is the Devil.